Welcome to Catholic News World.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
Beginning 2024, the government of Nicaragua has 17 priests, 2 seminarians, and 2 bishops in custody. In December alone, 7 religious were taken by Nicaragua's government, 5 priests and 2 bishops were abducted by the police. The Daniel Ortega regime, through the Sandinista police, has kidnapped these priests of the Catholic Church in Nicaragua, as denounced by researcher and lawyer Martha Patricia Molina. Among the kidnapped religious in December 2023 are Marcos Diaz Prado, kidnapped December 29, the vicar of the Santo Tomás Apostle Church of Porta de Corinto, Father Héctor Treminio, kidnapped December 28, of the Santo Cristo de Esquipulas parish of the Archdiocese of Managua, Father Fernando Calero, kidnapped December 28, parish priest of Our Lady of Fatima Rancho Grande, Father Carlos Aviles, kidnapped December 20th, Vicar General of the Archdiocese of Managua and Monsignor Pablo Villafranca, kidnapped December 26th, of the Parish of Our Lord of Veracruz, Municipality of Nindairi, Macea, Bishops Monsignor Oscar Ascoto, kidnapped December 22nd, and Bishop Isidora Mora, kidnapped December 20th. 2 of the abducted priests, Monsignor Oscar Ascoto and Father Jader Guido, taken away on December 22nd and 24th, respectively, were later released. Also detained were Monsignor Miguel Manteca, Father Gerardo Rodriguez, and Father Raul Zamora. Bishop Rolando Alvarez, age 57, arrested in 2022, remains in prison, sentenced to 26 years imprisonment. Molina pointed out that the whereabouts of a certain number of the kidnapped priests are unknown. Molina added, the kidnappings of the Ortega Murillo dictatorship in Nicaragua against priests continue. Thus, the state repression in the Central American country against the Catholic Church continues. There are already more than 70 priests expelled from the country and several imprisoned, including 2 bishops, Monsignor Isidoro Mora and Monsignor Rolando Alvarez. Pope Francis said, I continue with concern all that is happening in Nicaragua, where bishops and priests have been deprived of liberty. I transfer to them, their family and the whole church of the country my closeness in prayer, he said from the window of the Apostolic Palace after the prayer of the first Angelus of the year. Given the intensification of repression, the exiled Nicaraguan bishop, Monsignor Silvio José Baez, condemned the arrests. He wrote on X, I am outraged by the unjust kidnapping of 3 beloved priests of Managua by the criminal Sandinista dictatorship, Father Pablo Villafranca, Bishop Carlos Aviles and Father Héctor Treminio, pastors and prophets. I ask God to protect them and to be released immediately. An exiled priest, Father Uriel Vallejos, lamented the persecution. I believe that Catholic parishioners and people of good will have to defend our pastors and free the people from the diabolical clutches. It's time to wake up inside and out. No longer asleep, the darkness advances. We want unity and strategies, now. Human rights defender Heidi Castillo wrote, I call on all citizens of good faith and the Episcopal conferences to convene ourselves to seek more civic but effective options in the face of so much barbarity. There are more than 100 political prisoners, thousands forced into exile, who will wait longer to act together. The Civic Alliance said. The Catholic Church, throughout history, has played a vital role in promoting the fundamental values of justice and peace. We stand in solidarity with the Catholic people in the face of the constant siege on religious churches. The bishops of South Africa have defended Pope Francis after Rabbi Goldstein accused the Pope of colluding with the forces of evil against the Jewish people. In an open letter addressed to the chief rabbi of the Union of Orthodox Synagogues of South Africa, members of the Southern African Catholic Bishops' Conference reprimanded Rabbi Goldstein for accusing Pope Francis. We believe the allegations you present as proof of Pope Francis and the Catholic Church's hatred of Jews lack truth and objectivity and have an air of mistrust, said the bishops in the Saturday, December 23 open letter signed by the Bishops' Conference president. In their response to Rabbi Goldstein's opinion video shared on social media on Tuesday, December 19, Bishop Sethembel Sepuka says that although Rabbi Goldstein's public attack on the Pope is regrettable, they remain open to the possibility of personal engagement. They reminded the chief rabbi that Pope Francis visited Israel at the start of his papacy in 2014. Pope Francis began his papacy by visiting Israel in 2014. During that journey, he expressed joy about Catholics and Jews being bound by a very special spiritual bond, pledging to work to advance further the progress there has been in relations between Jews and Catholics since the Second Vatican Council in a spirit of renewed collaboration, they stated. In the December 23 open letter, the Catholic bishops of South Africa, Botswana, and Eswatini said Rabbi Goldstein's description of Pope Francis' desire for peace as primitive pacifism is regrettable and calls into question how he, as a religious leader, would work for justice and peace, equality and reconciliation. As you know, Chief Rabbi, our country, South Africa, was at war, but it was not the war that brought us where we are today. This war is not going to bring about justice and peace. Instead, it is condemning future generations to ongoing hatred and violence, reads the letter. In the letter, members of the conference reiterate that Pope Francis and the Catholic Church are not enemies of the Jewish people, but friends that share the same Abrahamic faith. But true friends must speak the truth even if it is unwanted, they say, and add, the fact is, Rabbi, Israel has many friends throughout the world who are distraught at what is happening, the ongoing killing and the traumatization of a whole nation. In their concluding remarks, members of the conference advise the chief rabbi to take time to listen to what his friends are saying. They condemn the attack of October 7, 2023, and reiterate their desire to the possibility of engaging with the chief rabbi towards a peaceful Holy Land and peaceful world. The Diocese of Trenton, New Jersey, released that their bishop suffered a heart attack while visiting Rome on a pilgrimage. He had to have surgery and is now recuperating. Full text statement by the Diocese of Trenton. Bishop David M. O'Connell suffered a heart attack on Thursday, January 4, while in Rome just ahead of the start of the priest pilgrimage. He was taken to Santo Spirito Hospital where he had surgery to open a completely closed artery. Monsignor Thomas Gervasio, Father Jean Felician, Monsignor Sam Siriani and Father Daniel Perrano have been with him in Rome this week, waiting for a group of priests from the diocese to arrive for their pilgrimage January 5. Bishop O'Connell is resting comfortably after a successful surgery. He asks that you keep him in your prayers as he recovers.
Watch our programme every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Catholic News World channel. God bless.
Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless.